The air grows heavy with the scent of lavender and woods. Rest falls over the land, and soon you will follow. First, though, you must hear this tale. Gather close. Settle in. Hush now. Let the day exhale out of your skin, and the worries of daylight drift away. Once upon a time, long before our story began, there existed a place where dreams went to rest. Not dreamed, not yet dreamt of, but in between. Here souls would visit nightly to leave behind the burdens of imagination and return renewed. This secret haven, hidden from the waking world, knew no laughter, no tears, only a profound peace. But one night, something changed. The usual tranquility was shattered by unfamiliar emotions. Confusion, fear, a deep, aching loneliness. The inhabitants of Dreamhaven were unprepared. They had never dealt with such turbulent feelings. They tossed and turned, unable to find solace in their peaceful realm. Morning approached, and with it, the dreaded return to the waking world, heavy with unshed tears and unspoken fears. Upon awakening, people found themselves trapped within their own lives, unable to shake off the lingering emotions of the previous night. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and the world grew darker as the people forgot how to dream. Hope faded, replaced by a deep, unsettling quiet. One evening, as twilight painted the sky in hues of lavender and orange, a young girl named Luna stumbled upon an ancient book, tucked away in her grandmother's attic. Its pages, filled with cryptic symbols and faded ink, spoke of a forgotten tradition, a ritual to restore the balance between wakefulness and dreams. This ritual required a rare ingredient, the essence of twilight, distilled into a single drop by the hands of a master. The girl set out on a quest, determined to restore the world's ability to dream. Her journey led her through whispering forests and across sun meadows to a hidden cottage, nestled between rolling hills. As Luna approached, the scent of lavender and herbs enveloped her, a comforting aroma that seemed to soothe her troubled heart. At the doorstep, she found an inscription. Knock 3 times if you seek solace, 7 times if you seek guidance, and 11 times if you seek transformation. Remembering the words from the ancient book, she knocked 11 times, each knock echoing the world's longing for renewal. A moment stretched into eternity before the door swung open, revealing a woman with eyes that held the wisdom of ages. "You seek the essence of twilight," she said, her voice as calming as a summer breeze. Without a word, the herbalist gestured for Luna to enter. Inside, the room was aglow with the colors of sunset, and an array of herbs hung from the rafters, their fragrance weaving a tapestry of relaxation. The herbalist led her to a table adorned with jars filled with dried petals and roots. Each jar was meticulously labeled with swirling script. "This is the language of the forest," the herbalist explained. "A story written in scent," pointing to a jar filled with tiny lavender buds. She continued, "Each herb holds a unique power, a story waiting to be told." As the night deepened, the herbalist shared tales of ancient wisdom, stories of how scent could heal and transform. She taught Luna about the healing properties of herbs, how each plant possessed a special gift to soothe the troubled mind and rejuvenate the weary soul. The herbalist explained that the key to unraveling the secrets of the herbs lay in understanding their stories, their connection to the earth and the whispers of the wind. Suddenly, the room darkened, casting long shadows that danced in the flickering candlelight. The herbalist reached for a mortar and pestle, tools that had been passed down through generations. With gentle precision, she began to crush the lavender buds, releasing their intoxicating aroma. As she worked, she hummed a tuneless melody, a harmony that echoed the rhythm of the earth. "In the language of scent," she murmured, "lavender speaks of tranquility and dreams." She added a pinch of sage, its fragrance sharp and invigorating. Sage clears thought, bringing clarity to the troubled mind. The herbalist's movements were slow and deliberate, each step a ritual, each breath in harmony with the herb's ancient wisdom. With each passing moment, the room filled with a soothing aroma, a blend of lavender and sage that seemed to envelop Luna in a warm embrace. The scent stirred memories deep within her, feelings of safety and comfort that had long been forgotten. She poured the warm oil into a small jar, its surface shimmering like a pool of liquid twilight. Holding it in her hands, Luna felt a surge of gratitude. This wasn't just a jar of oil. It was a vessel of hope, a beacon in the darkness that had settled upon the world. Before parting ways, the herbalist presented Luna with a sprig of lavender, its delicate purple blossoms heavy with the scent of dreams. "Keep this with you," she instructed, "and whenever you feel lost, crush it gently and breathe in its fragrance. It will guide you back to the forgotten stories within." With the lavender clutched tightly in her hand, Luna began her journey home. With each step, the weight of the world's sorrow seemed to lessen, replaced by a burgeoning hope. As she walked, she inhaled deeply, letting the lavender's essence fill her lungs. It tasted like twilight, like whispered secrets and untold stories. When Luna returned to her village, she shared the soothing salve with everyone. The townspeople, initially skeptical, soon found solace in its calming embrace. As the lavender's aroma spread, it awakened forgotten memories of peaceful dreams and tranquil nights. And so, thanks to Luna and the herbalist, the world began to dream again. People slept soundly, their dreams no longer burdened by the weight of their waking concerns. The world, once shrouded in darkness, was bathed in the soft glow of lavender dreams. Luna often visited the herbalist, eager to learn more about the healing power of scent. Under the herbalist's patient guidance, she delved deeper into the world of herbs, discovering new ways to soothe the troubled mind and heal the broken heart. Together, they became known as the Dream Weavers, their names whispered with reverence by those whose lives they touched. Now, whenever you feel the gentle caress of a summer breeze carrying the scent of lavender, know that you are part of this timeless tale. Embrace the calming embrace of twilight, for it holds the power to soothe your soul and guide you to a place where dreams and reality intertwine. Hold on to that feeling just a little while longer. Let the calming essence of the herbalist's story wash over you. Allow yourself to sink deeper into the comfortable silence, letting go of the day's tension with each passing moment. Are you almost ready to rise again? If you are, stretch out your fingers and toes, wiggle your ears, and take a big, deep breath in. Then slowly rise when you're ready. And remember the wisdom of the Dreamweaver. Whenever you need to find peace again, seek solace in the quiet corners of your own heart. You have the power to calm the storms within and without. And if you enjoyed this audio experience, we invite you to share in the magic of a hand-poured soy wax-scented candle from us. Light up your space with enchanting scents and exquisite vessels designed to elevate your everyday moments into cherished rituals. As you light up your candle, let the flicker of the flame bring to life the enchanting narratives and captivating characters that reside within our stories. May the warm glow of the candlelight enhance your listening experience, allowing you to fully immerse yourself in a captivating tales we weave for you. The Herbalist's Cottage, a Witch's Guide to Potion Making. Chapter 3. As twilight spills through the window, painting the worn wooden table in hues of purple and rose, you find yourself enveloped in the hushed quietude of the herbalist's cottage. Outside, the rhythmic chirping of crickets mingles with the whispering breeze rustling through the willow tree branches, creating a soothing symphony of the night. Inside, the herbalist, her face etched with the wisdom of countless seasons, moves with a measured grace. Her gnarled hands, reminiscent of the ancient roots of the plants she tends, reach out to gather dried flowers from the hanging bundles suspended from the rafters. Each bundle is a testament to the earth's bounty, a silent story of blooming life and whispered secrets. For tonight's concoction, her gaze falls upon the small, pale yellow stars of chamomile. With reverence, she plucks a handful, their subtle sweetness reminiscent of warm milk teasing the air. The chamomile joins the lavender and sage remnants in the mortar, forming a fragrant trio that speaks of moonlit meadows and star-studded skies. Now, the grinding begins, a rhythmic pulse that echoes the beating heart of the earth. Stone meets stone in a tender circle, releasing the calming essence of the herbs. A silent prayer carried on the breeze. Outside, The branches of the willow sway lightly, casting soft shadows through the window panes, as if mirroring the gentle dance within the mortar. The willow's graceful movements paint fleeting patterns on the floor, adding another layer to the evening's quiet choreography. You breathe deeply, inhaling the soothing aroma that begins to fill the room. It's a fragrance that whispers of tranquility, urging your busy mind to slow its ceaseless chatter and your restless heart to soften its frantic pace. You feel the calm pooling in your chest, a soothing counterweight to the day's anxieties, spreading like liquid silk through your limbs, urging you towards a state of peaceful surrender. The herbalist's voice, as soft and calming as the twilight hour, drifts through the air. Each herb has a tale to tell, a song woven into its leaves and roots, she murmurs, her eyes distant as if seeing visions from another time. They speak of ancient lore, of healing rituals and whispered spells. All we need do is listen. As if echoing her words, the fire crackles, sharing stories of flickering flames and long-forgotten embers. She begins to hum again, her voice a thread weaving through the crackle of the fire and the whisper of wind. Chamomile, she murmurs, is the flower of patience, a gentle nurse to the weary soul. In its pale petals, the moon's soft light is held, calming the troubled mind and easing worries untold. Her gnarled fingers work deftly, measuring out the chamomile's calming embrace. With each gentle movement, the centuries seem to melt away, leaving only the present moment and the magic that unfolds within these four humble walls. Her nimble fingers measure out a spoonful of honey. Its color is rich and inviting as the setting sun. She drizzles it slowly into the mixture, watching as it blends seamlessly with the crushed herbs. The scent sweetens, and you imagine honeybees humming lazily in sunlit meadows far from this quiet cottage, their drowsy tunes mingling with the murmur of a gentle stream. As the honey is incorporated, she stirs the balm with a wooden spatula, moving with the rhythm of a slow dance. Every swirl of the spatula stirs, not just the herbs and oils, but memories, stories, and traditions passed down through generations of wise women and wandering healers. Outside, the sky deepens, the first stars beginning to twinkle faintly, each one a tiny lantern in a vast expanse of darkness. The wind picks up just enough to stir the leaves, sending a soft rustling through the garden's herbs, a silent conversation between the earth and its leafy children. As the balm slowly transforms into a creamy potion, the room is filled with the earthy aroma of sage, the floral sweetness of chamomile, and the soothing essence of lavender, mingling with the warm notes of honey. This fragrance is an elixir for the soul, grounding you to the present, inviting you to release the day's tensions and surrender to the healing embrace of the night. You watch as the herbalist dips a small spoon into the finished balm, each movement imbued with a quiet confidence born of years of practice and devotion to the ancient ways. As she hands you the bowl, its warmth seeping into your fingers, you feel a sense of gratitude for the knowledge contained within its simple form. Now, my dear student, it's time to part ways for the evening. The hour grows late, and the magic of this night must be allowed to unfold. Take this balm. Its scent will carry you softly through the night. Rest well, and when you wake, you'll find that the troubles that plagued you before have softened, if not vanished entirely. Sleep now, little one, and dream sweet dreams. As you make your way back to the cozy confines of your own dwelling, the bowl of balm nestled securely in your hands, you can't help but feel the soothing warmth of the evening as events envelop you like a comforting embrace. The sky above is a tapestry of deepening blues and inky blacks, dotted with the first tentative stars, each twinkling like a celestial invitation to the realm of dreams. The air is cooler now, carrying the scent of night-blooming jasmine and the sweet, earthy aroma of the recently turned soil in the herbalist's garden. These nocturnal fragrances mingle with the lingering smell of chamomile and lavender from the balm in your hands, creating a heady perfume that whispers of magic and mystery. Upon your pillow, the bowl rests like a precious jewel, its presence both tangible and comforting. The sweet, earthy scent of the balm begins to fill your dreams with images of moonlit fields and whispering trees, lulling you into a state of peaceful slumber. As sleep claims you, the gentle rocking of your bed becomes a cradle, swaying you into a realm where worries cease to exist, and the language of the universe flows effortlessly around you. Images of the herbalist's wrinkled hands and the mortar and pestle dance before your eyelids, symbolizing the merging of age-old wisdom and the transformative power of nature's remedies. The night deepens, and the hours drift by like fallen stars, leaving trails of silver light. Across the expanse of darkness, your breathing slows, becoming a gentle tide ebbing and flowing with the rhythm of the moon. The world outside fades into hushed silence, with only the occasional hoot of an owl breaking the stillness. Yet within your dreams, a new world awakens, a realm where the boundaries of reality blur, and the language of the heart takes center stage. And when the first blush of dawn begins to touch the horizon, chasing away the remnants of the night, you awaken feeling refreshed and renewed. The remnants of the balm's magic linger on your senses, making this new day feel like a fresh opportunity, a canvas painted with a promise of possibility and the soft hues of hope. The dreams that danced in your sleep still whisper secrets in your ear, urging you to hold on to the feelings of serenity and inner peace they brought. Outside, the world stirs, birdsong weaving its joyful melody into the fabric of the morning. The rising sun casts its golden rays over the landscape, turning dewdrops into tiny diamonds scattered across blades of grass and petals of flowers. As you rise, stretching your limbs and welcoming the dawn, you feel the lingering effects of the balm's soothing embrace. It's as though a gentle hand has smoothed the wrinkles of worry from your brow, and a soft light has replaced the heavy shadows that once clouded your mind. With newfound clarity, you remember the herbalist's words echoing in your ears. Sometimes the simplest things can heal the deepest parts. And as you step into this new day, you carry with you the wisdom that simplicity and serenity often reside in the most unexpected of places. The image of the humble chamomile flower, with its pale, delicate petals and calming essence, serves as a reminder to approach life's challenges with gentle patience and unwavering inner strength. Just as the chamomile endured the test of time, so too can you weather life's storms with grace and resilience. Today, as you go about your daily tasks, whether it's tending to your duties or facing minor setbacks, pause for a moment and inhale deeply, as if drawing in the very essence of the chamomile. Let its spirit guide you, reminding you to find solace in the smallest of joys, to approach challenges with a serene heart, and to trust in the unwavering support of the natural world and the cosmos above. Embrace the simplicity of existence, for within its gentle embrace lies the secret to healing the deepest parts of your being. Imagine a little cottage nestled amidst a garden brimming with life. As twilight paints the sky in hues of lavender, you find yourself enveloped by the intoxicating aroma of herbs and blossoms. Drawn by this enchanting fragrance, you step inside to discover a cozy room adorned with dried flowers and herbs hanging from the ceiling. The air is thick with the sweet scent of roses and the earthy fragrance of valerian, creating a symphony of smells that soothes your senses. In the center of the room stands a large wooden table, and on it is a mortar and pestle made from a single piece of polished marble. On the table are also scattered dried rose petals and leaves of valerian, along with a small clay pot filled with melted bees. The room exudes tranquility, a sanctuary where nature's healing embrace intertwines with the ancient practice of herbalism. But there is no one in sight. It's as though the cottage has been abandoned, leaving you to explore this aromatic haven all by yourself. Curiosity piqued, you reach out and pick up a bundle of dried rose petals, inhaling their sweet, nostalgic fragrance. Their soft crimson color reminds you of the setting sun, a gentle reminder of the day's end. As you move closer to the mortar, the scent of roses intensifies, mixing with the earthy aroma of valerian. It's a heady mix that stirs memories of childhood games played in wildflower fields. You can't help but wonder about the herbalist who once occupied this space, Who was she? What secrets did these four walls hold? Your fingers trace the worn surface of the mortar, imagining the countless herbs and remedies that had been ground within its depths. Suddenly, it feels like the room itself is watching you, waiting for you to uncover its hidden stories. As dusk settles, you hear the soft chirp of crickets outside, their music a soothing accompaniment to your exploration. A sudden gust of wind rustles the leaves outside, and for a moment, you think you hear the faint whisper of voices carried on the breeze. But when you turn to investigate, there is nothing to be seen. The shadows lengthen as the sun dips below the horizon, and the room is bathed in the soft glow of twilight. You pause, taking a deep breath and savoring the moment. This place, with its fragrant secrets and whispered tales, has become your sanctuary. You don't want to leave, and yet there is a part of you that yearns for more, a desire to unravel the mysteries that linger in the air. The scent of roses, heavy with nostalgia, seems to beckon you forward, urging you to explore deeper into the heart of the cottage. You follow this aromatic trail, leading you to a shelf laden with jars filled with dried herbs and flowers. Each jar is meticulously labeled, each plant a silent testament to the herbalist's deep knowledge and love for her craft. As your eyes scan the shelves, you notice a particular jar that draws your attention. It contains a collection of dried lavender buds, their purple hue, a striking contrast against the aged glass. The familiar scent of lavender brings back childhood memories of warm summer days spent in fields of blooming lavender. It reminds you of carefree laughter and the simple joy of existence. Your fingers linger on the glass, and in that moment, the world outside the cottage fades away. You are transported to a realm where time slows down and the healing embrace of nature envelops you. The scent of lavender fills your senses, carrying with it the essence of relaxation and tranquility. It's a scent that speaks to the deepest corners of your soul, inviting you to unwind and embrace the present moment. And then it happens, as if responding to your touch. The lavender releases its fragrance with renewed vigor, filling the room with an aromatic cloud. It's as if the herbs themselves are coming alive, sharing their ancient wisdom and healing properties. The scent of lavender envelops you, soothing your frayed nerves and calming your racing thoughts. It's a welcome reprieve from the chaos of everyday life, a moment of pure serenity. As you stand there immersed in the lavender's embrace, you realize that this is more than just a scent. It's a connection to something greater, a reminder of nature's profound impact on our well-being. The air grows heavy with the sweet floral scent of roses, drawing your attention back to the mortar and pestle on the table. You remember the bundles of dried rose petals you saw earlier, their soft crimson color echoing the fading light outside. Curious to know more about the rose's significance in this aromatic sanctuary, you pick up a petal and bring it to your nose. Inhaling deeply, the familiar scent of roses fills your senses, bringing back cherished memories of gardens and bouquets received on special occasions. It's a scent that speaks of love, beauty, and timeless. As you continue to explore the cottage, you stumble upon a weathered book lying open on one of the tables. Its pages are filled with handwritten notes and sketches, offering glimpses into the herbalist's world. As you turn through the brittle pages, you come across a detailed entry on roses, describing their various uses and benefits. You learn about the different types of roses used for their medicinal properties, such as rose hips and rose water, and how they have been valued for centuries for their soothing and healing qualities. Each page you turn reveals a new layer of knowledge, deepening your appreciation for the complexity and wisdom contained within this aromatic sanctuary. Suddenly, the scent of roses takes on a new dimension. It's not just a pleasant fragrance, but a testament to the enduring legacy of herbalism and the power of plants to heal and nurture. The sound of crickets chirping outside is your only company as you delve deeper into the world of scents and remedies within the cottage. Each page you turn brings you closer to the herbalist, her knowledge and passion for her craft. The scent of roses lingers in the air, mingling with the earthy aroma of valerian, creating a harmonious blend that fills the cottage with warmth. As you read on, you come across a recipe for a soothing balm using rose petals and valerian root, two ingredients that hold a special place in the garden outside. Intrigued, You decide to follow the recipe and create a small batch of the balm using the fresh herbs from the garden, gathering the ingredients. You feel a sense of connection to the herbalist who had gathered these same herbs under the watchful eye of the moon. With mortar and pestle in hand, you begin the process of creating your own aromatic blend. The rhythmic grinding of the pestle against the marble releases the potent scents of the herbs, filling the cottage with their combined fragrance. As you mix the ingredients, you can't help but smile, feeling a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. The process is both therapeutic and grounding, allowing you to fully immerse yourself in the present moment. The fire crackles merrily in the hearth, casting dancing shadows on the walls, adorned with bundles of dried herbs and flowers. The scent of burning wood mingles with the sweet fragrance of roses and valerian, creating a cozy and inviting atmosphere. The gentle warmth envelops you as you work, providing a sense of comfort and relaxation. As the balm slowly takes shape, you find yourself drawn to the window. Outside, the moon is beginning its ascent, casting a silvery glow over the garden. The sight of the moon and the realization that it is the same moon that the herbalist would have seen all those years ago connects you to the rich history of this place. The balm is ready. You carefully transfer the finished product into a small bowl. Its surface, a smooth and creamy consistency. The scent is a delightful fusion of rose and valerian, reminiscent of the peaceful moments you've experienced in the cottage. You can almost feel the soothing and calming properties of the balm just by inhaling its sweet fragrance. As you gaze at the balm, you feel a sense of gratitude for the knowledge and traditions passed down through generations of herbs. The recipe you followed is just one thread in a tapestry woven with countless stories and secrets held within these four walls. The thought of all the individuals who had walked these very floors, seeking solace and healing among the aromatic haven, fills you with a sense of awe and wonder. In this tranquil sanctuary, surrounded by the whispers of the past and the soothing aroma of your creation, you feel a deep sense of connection to something greater than yourself. The scent of lavender lingers in the air, carrying with it the essence of tranquility and peace. The moon climbs higher in the sky, bathing the room in its soft, ethereal glow. The rhythmic ticking of the old clock on the wall serves as a gentle reminder of the passage of time. Outside, the wind rustles through the leaves, creating a soothing melody that harmonizes with the silence within the cottage. The shadows lengthen and dance on the walls, creating a captivating play of light and darkness. The fire in the hearth burns low, casting a warm and inviting glow on the worn wooden floorboards. As the night deepens, the scent of lavender envelops you, creating a comforting and relaxing atmosphere. The silence is not empty, but rather filled with the whispers of history and the presence of the herbalist, whose spirit lingers in these fragrant rooms. In this sanctuary of scents and solitude, you find a sense of peace that you didn't know you were missing. The lavender scent, with its calming embrace, guides you towards a state of tranquility and rest. And as the night unfolds, you realize that sometimes the most profound healing comes from the quietest moments, spent in the comforting presence of nature and the enduring power of lavender. The moon, a luminous pearl in the vast expanse of velvety night, casts its silvery glow on the tranquil scene before you. Bathed in the soft radiance, an ancient stone cottage stands, nestled amidst a sprawling garden where aromatic herbs whisper secrets to the evening breeze. Within this rustic abode, a skilled herbalist tends to her craft with deft hands and a heart full of ancient wisdom. Before you, on a sturdy wooden table, a bubbling cauldron steams gently, its contents a vibrant emerald green. The air is thick with the intoxicating aroma of potent herbs, each with their own tale to tell. Rosemary, a symbol of remembrance, its needle-like leaves carrying the essence of clarity and healing. Sage, revered for its purifying properties, its soft gray-green foliage whispering promises of wisdom and protection. Lavender, the epitome of serenity, its fragrant purple blossoms filling the air with tranquility and peace. Chamomile, with its sunny yellow flowers, offers a sense of comfort and calm, inviting you to let go of your worries and embrace the present moment. And lastly, valerian, whose tiny pink blossoms possess a calming essence, ready to soothe your troubled thoughts and guide you towards restful sleep. These magical ingredients are not merely tossed into the cauldron, but are added with intention and care, each herb having its own sacred space in the brewing potion. The herbalist's movements are precise, her touch gentle yet firm, ensuring that the potent properties of each ingredient are fully realized. As the brew reaches its final moments, the herbalist reaches for a mortar and pestle, its rough-hewn surface, a testament to years of use. With expert precision, she begins to grind a medley of dried herbs, their vibrant colors dried rose petals, delicate as memories, their fragrance lingering in the air, a sprinkle of star anise, promising dreams of distant lands and whispered secrets, and lastly, a touch of cinnamon, its earthy warmth adding depth and grounding to the mystical blend. The finely ground powder is then added to the simmering cauldron, its essence blending seamlessly with the other ingredients. The resulting potion, a harmonious fusion of vibrant green and warm amber, glows with an otherworldly luminescence, its surface reflecting the dancing flames of the heart. It is more than just a concoction of herbs. It is a testament to the herbalist's deep connection with the natural world. As the first rays of dawn begin to paint the sky, the herbalist turns her attention to a nearby shelf, where an array of glass jars and vials glisten softly in the morning light. From one of these, she carefully draws a small amount of golden honey, its thick consistency a promise of nature's sweetness. With a practiced hand, she stirs the honey into the glowing green potion, its golden hue deepening like a precious gemstone. The result, a salve of vibrant emerald green, is both visually striking and profoundly symbolic. Its color, reminiscent of lush, verdant landscapes, signifies the rejuvenating power of nature. The salve is more than just a physical remedy. It is a testament to the interconnectedness of all living things, a reminder that healing often comes from the earth itself. As the night deepens, wrapping the little stone cottage in velvet shadow, outside the garden serves whisper softly as the breeze caresses them. Rosemary, lavender, chamomile, and valerian, all swaying gently in the dark. Inside, the fire's warmth still hums quietly in the hearth, cast in flickering amber light that dances softly on the walls. The herbalist moves with calm grace, her hands steady and tender, preparing the final touches of the salve. She reaches for a small vial of rosewater, its scent delicate and sweet, and adds a few drops to the warm mixture, stirring slowly to blend the fragrant oils and herbs. The aroma fills the room, a perfect balance of earth, flower, and warmth. You feel your breath slow even more, your muscles softening, your mind letting go of any last threads of tension. She cups the warm jar of balm in her hands, offering it to you with a smile that holds the quiet wisdom of many seasons. Use this whenever the world feels heavy, she says softly. Let it remind you that peace is always near, waiting just beneath the surface. You nod, the warmth of her kindness settling deep inside you. She then leads you to a cozy cot beside the fire, covered in soft linen blankets scented faintly with lavender and rose. You lie down, feeling the softness cradle your body, and the herbalist sits quietly nearby, humming a tune as old as the hills. Outside, the moon rises high, spilling silver light through the window. The leaves outside rustle gently, their whispers a soothing soundtrack. The cat, curled at your feet, purrs in harmony with your slowing heartbeat. You feel the day's worries melt away, replaced by the gentle embrace of the lavender hour. The herbalist's lullaby carries you further, a slow, steady rhythm guiding you toward dreams. As your eyelids grow heavy, she tells a final story in a voice no louder than a breeze. In medieval times, the night was often feared, filled with shadows and restless spirits. But the herbalist's salves and teas were the light in the darkness, a gentle shield woven from the earth itself. Her voice softens, and the fire's glow dims as the embers settle. Now, close your eyes, she whispers, and let the lavender hour hold you safe until dawn. Your breath becomes slow and steady. Your mind floats on the scent of herbs and soft song, and the world slips away wrapped and the calm and quiet of the herbalist's gift. Ah, you awake, refreshed and renewed. The morning light streams in, painting the interior of the cozy cottage in hues of gold and rose. You find yourself invigorated, ready to face the day with a newfound sense of vitality. The lingering scent of lavender and the memory of the herbalist's soothing presence still envelop you, a comforting reminder of the tranquility you experienced here. As you prepare to leave, you can't help but feel a deep sense of gratitude for this haven of peace and a wise woman who shared it with you. The experience has left an indelible mark on your soul, a gentle nudge reminding you to find solace in nature's embrace. Whenever life's journey feels weary, the quiet night breathes on. Outside, the stars sprinkle silver dust across the sky, while the gentle rustle of leaves continues its lullaby. Within the cottage, the herbalist moves softly, her hands steady and sure as she tends to the fire, adding a small twig that crackles gently, sending a warm glow that feels like a tender hug. She reaches for a small book bound in soft leather, its pages worn and fragrant with age. Opening it slowly, she traces the faded script with her finger, sharing stories of the herbs she knows, how each one was carefully chosen by healers of old. Their knowledge passed from hand to hand, breath to breath. Her voice is barely a whisper now. Like the sigh of wind through the trees, she tells of the ancient belief in the four humors: blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile, and how the balance of these within the body meant health and peace. Lavender, she explains, calmed the hot blood and soothed the melancholic mind. Sage was used to clear phlegm and sharpen the thoughts. Chamomile invited gentle patience, easing tensions like a soft sigh. And valerian was the quiet guardian of sleep, guiding the weary safely through the night's shadows. As she speaks, the herbalist returns to her mortar and pestle, grinding a fresh blend of herbs for the morning's balm. Slow, steady circles that echo the rhythm of your slowing heart. You feel the weight of the day dissolve completely, replaced by the peaceful melody of this place and time. The cat stretches once more and settles back into a soft curl, its purring a perfect metronome for your breathing. The herbalist smiles softly, her eyes kind and warm like a fading sunset. She reaches for a small vial of lavender oil, and with a delicate touch, dabs a drop behind your ears and along your wrists. The scent rises gently, enveloping you in calm. You close your eyes, the world growing softer and more distant with each breath. Sleep is near now. Just beyond the veil of wakefulness, the fire burns low, and the room feels like a warm cocoon, wrapped in herbs and quiet song. The herbalist hums one last lullaby before the night fully claims the cottage. Her voice is a whisper on the breeze, a soft echo in the stillness. And with that, you drift fully into dreams, held safe by the lavender hour. Now the moon climbs higher, casting long shadows that dance with the firelight on the walls. The air grows thick with the scent of wood smoke and sweet dreams. In this haven of flickering light and whispered tales, time slows to a gentle pace. Outside, the night deepens, but within these four walls, a sense of peace prevails. The old cottage, with its thatched roof and rambling garden, stands firm against the darkness. Here, nestled amidst ancient trees and whispering grasses, you've sought refuge from the day's weary miles. The rhythmic crackle of the fire and the soft susurrus of the herbalist's voice weave a soothing melody that lulls your senses. Her weathered hands, gnarled with age and wisdom, move with a quiet grace as she stirs the embers and replenishes the flames. Each movement is a silent testament to a life well lived, a life deeply intertwined with the secrets of the natural world. Her touch, gentle yet knowing, evokes a sense of safety and trust. With every shared story, you feel a connection to the past, a lineage of knowledge that has been preserved and passed down through generations. The ancient texts she reads from, bound in leather and filled with faded script, are more than just books. They are vessels of time, repositories of wisdom that have stood the test of centuries. Their musty scent fills your lungs with the essence of ages gone by, while the herbalist's voice adds a vibrant pulse to their silent lore. And then there's the cat, a sleek shadow that pads silently through the cottage, its emerald eyes reflecting the dancing flames. It weaves between your legs, a silent, furry presence. It seems to embody the very essence of the night. Its rumbling purr, a constant hum in the background, is a soothing counterpoint to the crackling fire and the herbalist's tales. As the hours drift by, the fire dwindles, its embers glowing like distant stars. The shadows deepen, taking on a life of their own, twisting and turning in the flickering light. Yet within this gathering darkness, a sense of tranquility persists. The herbalist's stories have painted vivid pictures in your mind, transporting you to different times and places. You've journeyed through sun-dappled meadows filled with healing herbs, walked beside wise healers under the guidance of silver moons, and shared in the laughter and wisdom of those who came before. With each passing moment, the world outside the cottage fades away. The distant murmur of a stream, the rustling of nocturnal creatures, and the hoot of an owl become your only company. You're enveloped in a bubble of timeless tranquility, where the worries of the day and the anxieties of the future hold no sway. The herbalist's calm presence is a soothing balm, her stories a gentle rain nourishing your soul. You feel a deep sense of gratitude for this haven of peace, for the warmth of the fire, the wisdom of the herbalist, and the comforting purr of the cat. For in this secluded cottage, time itself seems to stand still, allowing you to fully embrace the present moment. And as the night deepens, you find yourself drifting into a state of peaceful contemplation. Your eyelids grow heavy, and the rhythmic crackle of the fire lulls you into a state of tranquil reception. The herbalist's tales have woven a tapestry of relaxation, and your body responds by sinking deeper into the comfortable chair. The scent of wood smoke mingles with the earthy aroma of herbs, creating a fragrant embrace that envelops you. As the shadows play upon the walls around you, your mind begins to wander through fields of lavender, beside babbling brooks, and among ancient trees laden with healing blossoms. Guided by the herbalist's stories, you journey inward, exploring the hidden pathways of your subconscious. Then, as if sensing your drifting consciousness, the herbalist pauses her tale. She turns to you, her eyes twinkling with understanding. With a gentle smile, she reaches for a vial of lavender oil, its purple depths holding the essence of calming tranquility. She brings it closer, and the rich fragrance fills your senses, inviting you deeper into the realm of relaxation. Behind your ears and along your wrists, she dabbles the oil, anchoring you to the present moment. The cool liquid sends a soothing tingle that spreads like a wave of tranquility, washing away the last vestiges of tension. The cat, as if mirroring your own state of relaxation, stretches languidly before settling down on the rug at your feet. Its soft purr, a comforting vibration, harmonizes with the crackling fire and the distant symphony of the night. The herbalist's stories have woven a spell of tranquility, and you find yourself surrendering to its embrace. The weight of the day's journey melts away, replaced by a profound sense of peace. The fire's warmth seeps into your bones, chasing away the lingering chill of the evening. The scent of lavender envelops you like a comforting blanket, and the rhythmic crackle of the flames creates a mesmerizing soundtrack to your relaxation. As the shadows dance on the walls around you, you let go of any remaining tension, allowing your muscles to relax and your breath to deepen. The worries and distractions of the outside world fade into a distant hum, becoming irrelevant in the face of this profound inner calm. You're enveloped in a bubble of pure tranquility, cocooned off from the rush and clamor of daily life. The silence that settles over the cottage is not empty. Instead, it's filled with a profound sense of peace. The absence of sound becomes a soothing presence, allowing you to fully immerse yourself in the present moment. It's a silence that invites introspection, a silence that nurtures the soul. The quiet night deepens, becoming a canvas upon which your dreams can paint their vivid hues. The fire dwindles, leaving behind glowing embers that mirror the stars twinkling in the inky expanse above. And as the night reaches its crescendo, you feel yourself drifting towards slumber. Sleep, like a gentle wave, washes over you, carrying you away to realms where the imagination roams free. This is the Herbalist, dreaming with you in the twilight hours before sleep. I hold space for you to rest and digest the day. Together, we have journeyed to the woods and foraged for wisdom, gathered herbs whose names and powers have been lost to time and are being remembered once again. I've shared what I know and what I've learned about the language of these plants. They've opened their hearts to us, and in return, we've offered thanks and prayers and intentions. And now, I'll watch over you as you integrate the teachings of the day, letting them settle into the soil of your soul. There are no rules here. No one must sit up straight or speak out of turn or hold back their yawns. Here, we give ourselves permission to slow down, even to the point of stillness, to feel the earth beneath us and the roof above us, to let the warmth of the hearth seep into our bones. And in the dimming light, we remember stories, ancient and new, stories that have kept the wisdom of the ages alive. Tales carried on the wind through the trees. Some stories are practical, sharing how to ease aches and soothe the fretful, how to harness the potent powers of nature. Other stories linger longer in the heart, speaking of bravery and mischief and love. They tell of heroes and heroines whose laughter rings out clear, despite danger, whose kindness leaves the world brighter, who teach us the courage to be vulnerable and true. Some stories keep the magic alive, weaving wonder into the fabric of the everyday. They remind us that there are worlds within worlds, and that magic is real if we choose to see it. They speak of hidden folk and mythical beasts who dwell in the shadows and sun-dappled glades. Sometimes they lead us to forgotten places, to groves where wishes bloom and fountains that sparkle with starlight. We share these stories because they heal, amuse, inspire, or delight. We pass them on, so the spirit of wonder stays alive in our hearts. As we relax together, I also take moments to observe you, to notice what stirs within you. I watch for signs of deepening connection to yourself, to the natural world, to the stories we weave. And I'm here to support you in your own healing, growth, and awakening. If something touches you deeply, or brings up emotions or questions, please know that I see you, that I hear you. And if you feel moved to speak, to share your insights or experiences, I'll welcome your voice. But if not, if you wish to stay in the peaceful quiet of inner contemplation, then that is perfect. And when the moment feels right, I'll open my guitar case and sing a song or two. These songs are often inspired by our day, by the plants and creatures we've met, by the tales we've shared. And sometimes I make up songs on the spot, guided by intuition, knowing that music and touch, where words alone cannot reach. So let yourself melt away into the tapestry of sound. Let it wrap around you like a familiar blanket. If any tensions linger in your body, I invite you to bring them forward. Let's find ways to ease them, perhaps with a shared stretch or a simple exercise. Movement like this can help release the day's fatigue, allowing relaxation to flow through you more easily. Gentle stretches can unwind tight muscles and knots, while mindful movements can center and ground us. My hope is that we leave this circle feeling lighter, freer, in body and spirit. I encourage you to listen deeply to your body's whispers. If it asks for rest, let's honor that. Find comfort in stillness. If it craves movement, let's follow that urge. Rest when you need to. Move when you feel called. Let's trust that this balance of activity and relaxation will serve us well. And as the evening deepens, I offer a few moments of meditation, a chance to settle into the profound silence within. Closing our eyes and quieting the chatter of the mind allows us to connect with our inner wisdom. Meditation lets us release the day's worries and distractions, revealing a vast inner peace. When the time is right, I may ask you to journey inward and explore your dreams, guiding you into a state of conscious dreaming. I help you access the profound symbolism and messages held within. Dreams are portals to our subconscious, offering healing and insight. By embracing this journey, you tap into your intuition, creativity, and the boundless potential of your mind. Sometimes our dreams even lead us to sacred sites and realms unseen, where ancient wisdom and ethereal beauty unfold. These liminal spaces hold transformative power, allowing us to connect with the unseen energies that shape our lives. By exploring them, we deepen our understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. And through it all, I am here to support and guide you. As we navigate the twists and turns of the labyrinthine path of dreaming, I offer a safe and encouraging presence. I celebrate your courage, curiosity, and the boundless wonder that lights your path. My hope is that you embrace the magic of dreams, unlock your intuitive wisdom, and awaken to the infinite possibilities that await. But for now, the embers glow softly, casting dancing shadows on the wall. The flicker of the candle flame mirrors the vibrant pulse of life within you. The scent of herbs fills the air, carrying whispered stories from ages past. Rest easy and breathe deeply. Feel the gentle rhythm of the earth beneath you, keeping time with your own heartbeat. As the veil between worlds grows thin, I invite you to surrender to the magic of the dream time. Embracing the unknown, we discover what lies dormant within. You are doing well. Keep going, little one. Oh, you are doing beautifully. The breath, the peace, the stillness, it's all around you now. There is no rush, no weight to carry, only the gentle rhythm of rest. From the time you first arrived, I felt a deep sense of connection with you, a kindred spirit. Your energy, so vibrant and curious, reminds me of a young apprentice, eager to learn the secrets of the craft. I recalled the very first moment we met, when your eyes sparkled with wonder as you stepped into my humble abode. Surrounded by jars filled with exotic concoctions and shelves laden with dried herbs, you explored each nook and cranny with insatiable enthusiasm. Your thirst for knowledge knew no bounds. You asked insightful questions, eager to understand the intricate ways of the herbalist. With patient guidance, I shared my wisdom, hoping to ignite the same passion within you that had become my life's purpose. Your presence radiated warmth and kindness, making it a joy to mentor such a promising young mind. I remember the day we ventured into the forest together, the moment you inhaled the fragrant air and laid your hand upon the rough bark of an ancient tree. I knew you possessed a natural affinity for the healing arts. As we foraged for wild herbs, your keen eye spotted rare specimens that would serve as powerful remedies. With each leaf and petal you gathered, I saw your confidence grow. The forest became our classroom, its whispers sharing ancient secrets only those who truly listen can hear. And when we finally returned home, your face aglow with accomplishment, I knew you had embarked on a path that would lead to extraordinary discoveries. Now, as I reflect on your journey, my heart swells with pride. The spark you ignited that very first day has grown into a radiant flame. Your dedication, compassion, and unwavering pursuit of excellence have transformed you into a skilled and empathetic healer. It's been an honor to witness your growth, to watch you evolve into a practitioner who not only understands the intricate properties of herbs and remedies, but also possesses the rare ability to connect with patients on a deeper level. You've mastered the art of listening, of hearing the unspoken worries and fears that bring them to my door. With gentle empathy, you offer not just treatments, but solace, guiding them toward not just physical healing, but emotional and spiritual well-being. Your reputation now precedes you. The grateful whispers of your patients have become a symphony of praise. The sight of their smiling faces, their stories of transformation, is the sweetest reward. For both of us, seeing the direct impact of our combined efforts fills me with immeasurable joy. Now, as you stand on the threshold of your own practice, ready to share the gifts you've cultivated, I extend my heartfelt blessings. May your path continue to be illuminated by wisdom, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to service. Remember, the essence of healing resides not just in the remedies we prescribe, but in the connections we forge. Nurture those bonds, embrace the challenges, and never stop seeking the extraordinary within the ordinary. The world needs your light, your warmth, and your healing touch. And I, for one, cannot wait to witness the incredible impact you're destined to make. I have a very special treat for you today. Instead of my voice narrating, we will just let the words fall onto the page. So grab your tea and settle in. The scent of wood smoke and apples clings to the air tonight. The wind is restless, tugging fallen leaves in jerky dances across the cobblestones. The old cottage is nestled deeper in its grove than you remember, hidden away behind towering trunks. Before you, gnarled as arthritic knuckles, gather round a clearing. In its center, beneath the skeletal branches of a weeping birch, a fire crackles merrily, casting flickering shadows that twist and turn like gossiping spirits. Beside it sits a woman you recognize as the herbalist. Her hair is streaked with silver, her face lined like a beloved book, yet her eyes shine with the vibrancy of new green leaves pushing through frozen earth. Across from her, by the fire, sits someone you know, too, though they sit in shadow, their face obscured by the flickering flames. Their presence feels both familiar and strange, like a half-remembered dream or a song you've almost forgotten. You hesitate at the edge of the clearing, torn between the pull of recognition and the fear of what might lie in the firelight. Do you dare step closer? A wicker basket rests on the ground beside the fire, overflowing with treasures. Feathers shed by nocturnal owls, pebbles smoothed by countless tides, bones picked clean by patient foxes, sprigs of herbs whose names you don't know. The smell of wood smoke mingles with cinnamon and something else, something indescribable, yet achingly familiar. And the two figures by the fire seem lost in their own world. The herbalist, with her head bent, hands clasped around something hidden in her lap. The other turned away, shrouded in flame and shadow. Your steps sound like thunder in the stillness, echoing off the dense woods that press close around you. The clearing itself feels like a secret whispered between the trees, a haven untouched by the winds of change. Is this a place you've known in another life? A memory trying to surface? Or is it something altogether new? With a shaky hand, you reach out to touch the rough bark of a birch tree. Its surface is cool beneath your fingertips, grounding you to the present. You want to know what secrets lie within the fire's embrace. What forgotten lore is shared between these two figures bathed in flickering gold. But there's a part of you that fears the answer. The fire crackles again, sending sparks spiraling into the darkening sky. They trail like shooting stars, briefly illuminating the intricate patterns of leaves overhead before melting into the vastness of night. For a moment, you see nothing but the hypnotic dance of flames and shadows. Then the firelight catches something in the basket. A tarnished silver locket, a compass with a shattered glass, a feather tipped with moonlight, and a single playing card. The Queen of Swords pointing toward the heavens. Each object seems imbued with untold stories, echoes of lives lived and lessons learned. But what binds them here, in this hidden clearing, under the watchful gaze of ancient trees? The wind picks up, rustling the leaves overhead. The fire pops and spits, sending glowing embers soaring skyward. And from the depths of the basket, a faint glow begins to emanate. It's subtle at first, like the faint light of a distant star, but it grows steadily, bathing the clearing in an ethereal luminescence. At the heart of the fire, a swirl of emerald green energy takes shape, reaching upward with tendrils that twist and turn like wisps of smoke. It pulses with an otherworldly rhythm, beckoning you closer, promising revelation. But also hidden within its swirling depths, you sense something wild, untamed, and potentially dangerous. The emerald light reaches out, wrapping itself around your ankles and pulling you ever so gently toward the fire. It's a silent invitation, yet its urgency is clear. To resist would be folly. To accept is to surrender to the unknown. What will you choose? The fire roars, embracing you with warmth and crackling whispers. Embers rise like phoenix wings, reaching for the heavens, while the emerald light coils around your form, enveloping you in its cool embrace. You feel yourself drawn into the heart of the fire, into the very essence of the clearing, where ancient magic weaves its timeless spell. Here, time itself slows, allowing you to witness the delicate dance of life and death, growth and decay, all within the comforting embrace of cyclical rebirth. The trees stand as silent guardians, their roots delving deep into the earth, anchoring them against the whims of time. Their branches, gnarled and strong, stretch skyward, creating a canopy that conceals this sacred space from prying eyes. Within this sheltered haven, the wind ceases its restless wanderings, replaced by an unsettling calm. It's a tranquility that speaks of secrets kept and mysteries revered. The air grows heavy with anticipation, charged with the promise of transformation. The fire crackles softly now, its flames reduced to glowing embers that glow with an inner light. The emerald light recedes, revealing the full extent of the transformation that has taken place. You no longer recognize the clearing, for it has become something otherworldly, imbued with ancient magic and timeless wisdom. The trees shimmer with an otherworldly glow, their leaves rustling in a language understood only by the wind and the trees. The basket lies open at your feet, its contents scattered, and a single figure stands before you. It's the woman from before, the herbalist, yet she seems different now, her features sharper, her gaze more piercing. She holds a staff adorned with feathers, bones, and wildflowers, each element carefully chosen and imbued with meaning. Her presence commands respect and reverence, and you can't help but feel a sense of awe in the face of her quiet power. But it's not just the clearing that has changed. You, too, have undergone a profound shift. As the embers fade, revealing the true nature of this place and your role within it, your journey into the heart of the fire has only just begun. This is Apothecary Hour, the weekly show where we explore the magic of herbs, the lore of remedies, and the mystery of the natural world. This episode was written and performed by me, and our story weaves together folklore, herbalism, and personal experience. Apothecary Hour is for those who love to learn about herbs, for those who want to deepen their spiritual practice, and for anyone looking for a cozy place in the digital wilderness. Make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss next week's adventure. If you feel called to support our work directly, consider becoming a patron. Your support helps keep our content free and allows us to share our passion with even more people each week. We appreciate every bit of support, and we thank you for listening. Now let us begin. Soft, slow intro. Continue gently from before. Welcome back. There is no hurry here. The fire has dimmed, the tea has cooled, and the night, dear listener, is just beginning its truest hush. Each breath you take is slower now, as though you are syncing with the rhythm of the earth itself. Gentle, ancient, and endlessly kind. Let yourself drift again, deeper still, into the heart of the herbalist world. Our story continues. The cottage is wrapped in a velvet darkness now. Curtains drawn, candles spent, and the hearth reduced to a quiet glow of coals, soft as fox fur in winter. But beneath this peaceful hush, there is a kind of living silence, the kind of silence that watches over dreams. In her bed, the herbalist lies on her side, wrapped in a linen quilt filled with dried lavender blossoms. Each time she breathes, the scent lifts gently, curling around her like a lullaby in smoke. Her thoughts are already distant, half dreaming of fields, beyond fields, of tinctures not yet brewed, and herbs whose names she remembers only in dreams. You, nearby, have already slipped beneath, deeper than deep, the kind of sleep that roots you to the floorboards, like a seed tucked into warm loam. But dreams here are not silent. They are slow, scented, and humming. Let us drift now into one of those dreams. You find yourself walking through a forest. The path beneath your feet is soft, a carpet of pine needles and moss. The air smells of cedar and distant rain. Above you, the trees arch like cathedral beams, branches woven with starlight. Each leaf seems to shimmer faintly, as though brushed with moon milk. In your dream, you carry a pouch of dried herbs, lavender, elderflower, wormwood, and one sprig of a mysterious blossom that you do not remember gathering. But you know it belongs here, and you follow its scent forward. At the edge of a clearing, you find a circle of ancient standing stones, each one carved with faint botanical symbols. Leaves, seeds, petals, roots, In the center lies a stone basin, filled with rainwater so clear. It reflects not your face, but an image of the stars overhead. As though the sky lives within, a figure stands beside the basin, cloaked, gentle, and very old. Their face is neither man nor woman, but carries the quiet knowing of trees. They beckon to you without speaking, and you step forward. Slowly, the figure dips their hand into the water, then lifts it, and flicks droplets into the air. The drops become light, shimmering motes that form into shapes. A spiral of rosemary, a single foxglove bell, a hawthorn branch in bloom. Each vision carries a story. Each plant remembers something the world forgot. The figure finally speaks, their voice barely more than wind through dry leaves. Every healer sleeps to remember. Every dreamer drinks the root of wisdom. Tonight, you are both. Then they hand you a vial. Within it, an oil, the color of twilight, steeped in lavender, myrrh, and something ancient. You bring the vial to your heart, and the forest fades. You are back in the cottage, back beneath the quilt, the scent of lavender stronger now. As if it bloomed in your chest, the cat is curled again near your feet. The hearth glows, just slightly, orange like the yolk of a setting sun. The herbalist, half asleep, murmurs softly, dream deeply, for the plants speak best when the body is still. And then she drifts again. Outside, the night has fully claimed the land. No birds now, no rustle of herbs, just a slow sigh of wind brushing the stone walls of the cottage. The whole world breathes in unison, and so do you. A lullaby begins, not sung aloud, but pulsing gently in the air around you. Sleep, where the lavender grows deep. Sleep where the mortar's echo fades. Dream in the arms of the dusking world, where silence, not words, is made. Somewhere nearby, the apothecary shelves creak softly, as if the bottles are settling into their own dreams. A vial of valerian root shivers slightly, a yawn of the ancient sedatives. A pouch of dried hops sighs, releasing its sleep-heavy oils into the room like incense. You are cradled now, not just by the blanket or the bed, but by scent, memory, and story. Time itself slows. Even your thoughts become like feathers, light, fluttering once, then still. And just before you fall beneath again, you hear at the distance sound of the mortar, grinding once more in some corner of the dream. But this time, it isn't the herbalist's hand turning the pestle. It is yours. You are part of it now. The dream, the craft, the hour. Sleep, soft one. Sleep until the lavender fades and morning reaches with pale fingers to stir the hearth. For now, you are exactly where you need to be, and the night will hold you. Always. As the first hints of dawn touch the sky, the herbalist stirs from her lavender-scented slumber. She stretches, feeling the familiar aches of her bones, the quiet protest of muscles grown stiff from years of tending gardens and fires. The cottage, still dim with the remnants of night clinging to its corners, waits patiently for the day to unfurl. Sunlight, hesitant at first, begins to spill through the gaps in the curtains, painting stripes of gold across the worn floorboards. The air is cool, carrying the sweet perfume of honeysuckle from the rambling vine outside. The cat, with a languid grace that never fails to soothe her, yawns, then pads silently to the hearth, curling up on the warm stones. With a smile, the herbalist rises, her joints protesting, but her spirit buoyed by the promise of a new day. The lavender scent, so comforting during her sleep, now sharpens in the air, mingling with the wood smoke and dust of the cottage. She follows its aromatic thread, tracing it back to the dried bundles of herbs suspended from the rafters. There, nestled among the fragrant bundles, is the source of the scent, a crown of fresh lavender she set to dry the evening before. Reaching up, she plucks a sprig, inhaling deeply as she brings it to her nose. Its purple blooms, soft and yielding under her touch. Lavender, in all its calming glory, surrounds her with peace. As the herbalist moves through her morning, Her gaze lingers on the drying herbs, each one whispering tales of their origins, of sun-drenched fields and moonlit waters where she gathered them. Each leaf and petal holds a story, a memory, a piece of the earth's wisdom. She gathers her tools, ready to begin the day's work, mortar and pestle waiting patiently on the rough-hewn table, vials and bottles lined up on the shelf, each one containing elixirs of health and healing. The day stretches before her, filled with the quiet hum of routine, the gentle rhythm of her craft. But as the sunlight strengthens and the shadows retreat, the herbalist's thoughts drift back to her dream, the forest, the standing stones, the enigmatic oil and the vial. What secrets lay within? What whispers from the past were meant for her ears? She smiles, a sense of anticipation stirring within her. Today, perhaps, might hold answers. Maybe the day's work will lead her closer to the mysteries that unfolded in her slumber. Or maybe, just maybe, the answers lie dormant within the very walls of her cottage, waiting for her to uncover them. Either way, the day promises to be filled with magic, mystery, and the comforting embrace of the natural world. And with that, our apothecary hour has come to an end. If you enjoyed this tale, please remember to leave a like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on our adventures. Until next week, may your days be filled with a little more magic, your nights with a little more peace, and your dreams with a little more wild wonder. Thank you for joining me today and always. I love this scene. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. It meant a lot. So, yeah, I guess I'll start with just saying thank you so much for making this. Like, I know this was a big undertaking. I mean, you poured your heart and soul into this. This smells like magic. And like I said before, I feel like I can just escape and exist in this world for a little while. And that means a lot to me. Okay, I guess I just want to say, I love this whole setup. It's perfect. I love how you've chosen to put the computer there, behind the bookshelves and plants. It feels very cozy. I also really like your mug. It has those little hands on it. Are they bats? I don't know what they are, but I like them. Do you drink tea from that? And your table is beautiful. I especially like the clock. Is it real? Does it work? I love these kind of vintage aesthetic clocks, and I feel like it fits in perfectly with everything else. I just imagine you looking down at it every now and then throughout the day and going, oh, it's 1:15 magical moments, or whatever time it is, and I just think it's cute. And then we've got the candles. So many candles. I bet your house always smells good. And I like that you have the tape player there. That's such a nice touch. Oh, and your hair. I love your hair. I wish my hair could look like that. How do you get it to do that? It looks so fluffy. Oh, and the bag. I need to know what's in the bag. Can I look in the bag? Please. Okay. I see something purple in the bag. Ooh, is that a new moon pouch? Wait, is that a moon calendar? Okay. So when is your birthday? Because I feel like we might have the same birthday. I was born in October. Is that when your channel started? Happy early birthday to you if it is. Are you real? Are you real? Are you real? What is your favorite herb? I have so many questions about your bookshelf. These books, like they're stacked weirdly. It's very satisfying to me. Are these real books? Or are they just for show? Can I touch them? If they're real books, can I borrow them? Which one would you recommend that I read first? And then we've got these two books in the front that are just like chilling out. Those look like cookbooks. Are you a good cook? Your kitchen smells so good. I wonder what you make. I wonder if you bake. Do you make bread? Do you have recipes that you like? Ooh, what kind of camera is that? I hope I'm not being rude by asking this, but I want to know what kind of camera you use to film. Ooh, do you have any advice for someone who wants to get into editing? Because I'm trying to get better. I want to get better. Also, what programs do you use to edit? Oh, I love your shoes. They match your sweater. They're like the same color. Is it cold? Is it cold in your room? Because you have so many blankets. I would be hot if I had that many blankets on me. I can already feel myself getting hot just looking at you. Can I pet the cat? I want to pet the cat. Does the cat like being pet? What's the cat's favorite place to be, Pat? Oh, he looks so soft. What kind of cat is he? How old? How old? How old? How old? How old? How old? I am curious. Did you name him or did he choose you? I've never been to Scotland, but I really want to go because I feel like your country is very magical. Oh, you're writing in a journal. What kind of journal? Oh, do you write stories in it? Do you draw pictures? Do you write down ideas? Are the pages thick? Are they lined? Can I look? Please. Can I look? Please. Can I look? Please. Can I look? Please. Ew, I'm spying a skull. Is that a real skull? Like, is it a fake skull? Where did you get it? Why do you have it? Hey, skull. Skull. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had company. Hi. Hi. I guess I'll just go ahead and say I love this game. I love how creative and fun it is. And I especially love how inclusive it is. It is really cool to see people from all over the world come together and share their cultures and their interests and just have fun. And I also love the sense of community that I've found here. Like I've made some really cool friends through this game. And I really appreciate all the support and the kindness that I've received from everyone. It's just been a really positive experience overall. Yeah, I guess I'll just wrap this up by saying thank you. Thank you for making this place. Thank you for all the memories we've shared. And I can't wait to see what the future brings to our little corner of the internet. Welcome back to the cottage. Are you ready for bed? Are you sleepy yet? Good. Because I want to tell you a story before we rest. A story about a night in the life of an herbalist. It's a special night, the full hunter's moon. In an hour, we'll see the round orb high in the sky. See it, so bright. What a beautiful moon. The herbalist watches it, too, as she sorts through bundles of herbs hanging from the rafters. Rosemary, sage, peppermint, thyme. Each has its purpose, its special magic. She hums a tuneless song as she gathers up her tools for the evening. Her mortar and pestle wait on the table, nestled between an open book and a flickering candle. Soon, she'll mix potions and brew teas, concoct salves and tinctures, and create charms. What wonders will we see tonight? What secrets will we uncover? Let's take a peek inside. The kettle sings merrily on the hob. The little cottage is warm and smells of cinnamon. The herbalist smiles as she stirs the pot. The moon outside climbs higher and paints long shadows on the walls. Perfect. Now our ingredients. She reaches for her mortar and pestle, but first takes a deep breath and watches the flame dance in the kettle. Ready. First, we need a pinch from this bundle hanging nearby. She carefully snips off a bit and drops it into the bowl. Next, some violet blossoms. 3 or 4 should do it. She counts them out and adds them to the mixture. Last, some dried lavender buds. She sniffs them lovingly before adding them to the other ingredients. The fragrance fills the little cottage, just like the fields and... Now, let's grind these ingredients together, shall we? She leans in close and gives them a little nudge with the pestle. Little by little, they combine and become something new, something magical. What are we making? Well, this blend will be used for a sachet later. For now, it's just a heady concoction of flowers and fragrant herbs. It smells divine. She sets it aside to cool, then takes up her glass jar. It's almost empty. Time to fill it again. She pours boiling water over a scoop of dried lavender buds. They release their fragrance and color into the hot water. How lovely. Now too steep. She tucks the jar into a nook by the door, where the heat from the floor will keep it cozy until morning. Now, back to our sachet. Let's add some flaxseed to weigh it down and help it keep its shape. A tablespoon will do nicely. She measures it out and adds it to the fragrant pile. Now, to make it more interesting, let's add some juniper berries. They'll add a nice earthy note to balance out the flowers. 3 or 4 should do it. She picks them out and adds them to the mix. We're almost done. Just a few more ingredients. Next, a sprinkle of salt. Just a pinch will do. Then a few pinches of dried rosemary, which will give it a woodsy aroma and help ward off moths. Last, she adds a final stitch to secure the sachet and keep everything in place. Lovely. Just like the ones her grandmother used to make. She adds a little tag tied with twine and writes, "Sleep soundly and dream sweetly." On it, the sachet is finished. She looks it over, admires it, then tucks it away for safety. It'll be perfect for anyone who needs a little extra magic in their sleep. Outside, the moon shines brightly in the sky. Inside, the herbalist prepares for bed. She pours some lavender oil into a small bottle, dips a cotton ball inside, and rubs it along her wrists. So relaxing. She yawns, stretches, and heads to the bedroom. She slips between the sheets, curls up, and hugs the cat. "Nighty, nighty, little friend." She blows out the candle, snuggles closer to the cat, and drifts off to sleep. As she dreams, the cottage sighs contentedly. The cat purrs softly. The herbs hanging from the ceiling sway gently. The moon outside shines brightly, bathing the cottage in its silvery glow. All is quiet now. All is well. Did you enjoy that story? Which character was your favorite? Did you like the soothing atmosphere of the herbalist's cottage? If you liked this story, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe for more whimsical tales. Thank you for joining us today. Take care and stay curious. Until next time, may your days be filled with magic and wonder, and may you always find comfort in the stories that you love. Shia, everything is quieter now. The world has turned its lantern down low, like a bedside lamp dimming for sleepy time, and the shadows aren't sharp and cold anymore. They are blankets. They are softness itself. There's nothing more you need to do. Only drift, only rest. You're still in the herbalist's world, and the story is still cradling you. It is morning, but not the kind that hurries. It is a kind of morning that waits, that watches the mist curling over the heather fields below the cottage, as the sun just barely stretches over the eastern clouds and paints them rose and gold. And it lets the birds sing out their greetings, at first with hushed notes, as if still half asleep, and then louder, stronger, as if encouraged by the sun's slow ascent. In the cottage, the herbalist stirs, though not with any rush. She rises slowly, like ivy winding toward the light, stretching her spine and filling her lungs with air. First thing, she washes her face with lavender water and braids her hair, tucking a sprig of rosemary behind one ear like a bright green bird. From her chair nearby, the ginger cat, Marmalade, lifts his head to watch. Then he settles back down, pleased to see that she hasn't changed her ways. He settles back down, tail twitching in approval, as she pads out of the bedroom and into the kitchen. Today is a quiet day. No villagers will come to her door. No one will ask for help with fever or fright or trouble. So she will spend the morning tending her herbs, making sure all are thriving, all are ready for whatever needs may come, mending her nets and gathering jars and bottles to clean, just listening to the whisper of wind through the long grasses outside and the murmur of the bees inside. When the sun climbs higher in the sky, she heads out into her little stone room where all her dried herbs sleep. This is where her alchemy happened, where the sunlight streams through dusty windows, painting motes of gold onto the shelves. Peppermint, crisp and curled. Calendula, golden and whispering. Linden blossom, pale and delicate as lace. Chamomile, fuzzy and youthful. Rosemary, sturdy and bright. She runs her fingers gently through each bundle, as if they were pages in a holy book, and perhaps they are. Each leaf, a verse. Each petal a promise. Each stem a chapter of something ancient and wise. She murmurs to them, tells them of the dreams she had last night, of the people she meet this week, and they listen patiently. For these herbs are not just bundles, they are kin. Then she returns to her writing table. Her dream journal still lies open from the night before. It's a habit she has. writing down the most vivid of her dreams before they fade into the waking world. She lights a beeswax candle, its smoke curling with a scent of honey and forest resin. The flame catches in her inkwell, and she blows it out again, smiling, always so dramatic. Then she dips a quill into her indigo ink made from woadberries picked in summer and set aside. And she writes, "Last night she dreamed of a wolf, not a snarling wolf, but a wolf who carried a babe in his mouth. Its eyes were pools of gold and amber, and it looked at her. The wolf did, and nodded, and in that moment she knew she was not alone. She also dreamed of lavender blooming on a hill taller than any mountain she'd ever climbed. It smelled like home and solace, and of a mother's arms. And there was a river of starlight flowing between the blooms, and it beckoned to her with promises of peace. She awoke with those promises echoing in her heart, and decided that today she would mix something special. Not for pain, not for illness, but for grief. Grief is a slow and quiet ailment, and cannot be rushed. It lives in the corners of eyes, in empty chairs, in songs, not sung anymore. And so she gathered herbs like lullabies, lavender for remembering the sweetness, sage for clearing old sorrows, chamomile for rest, angelica root for courage. These are the gifts she gathered today. Carefully, she rinsed them in spring water collected during yesterday's walk. Tears of joy, she calls that water. Then she ground them gently in her mortar and pestle, stone against stone, slow and steady, like waves shaping pebbles on the shore. As she ground, she hummed a simple melody, no words, just the rise and fall of her breath in tune with the rhythms of the earth. This is how healing is passed down, not just in books or recipes, but in rhythm, in sound, in care. Her salve was soft, violet-tinged, and cool to the touch. She placed it in a clay jar wrapped with linen. No name, no label, just a bundle of lavender tied to the top. No one would need to know what it was called or what it contained. They would just know it was meant to ease the ache in their bones, the hollowness in their chests, the weariness of carrying sorrow. She would leave it on the step of a widow's cottage this evening. No need to knock, no need to speak. Grief understands silence better than words. The afternoon stretched on like the slow ripening of berries in the sun. She sipped her tea, a blend of verbena and wild rose, a blend for gentleness, for peace. She watched the rain. Or maybe it wasn't rain. Maybe it was tears, falling from the sky, washing the world clean. As she watched, the sun broke through the clouds in soft gold. The world smelled of mint and rain. And for a moment, everything was still. Later, she walked through the garden barefoot. The ground was warm and damp, and every step felt like a lullaby to the soil. The herbs whispered to her, shared secrets of the wind, the water, the sky. She bent to pluck a few violets that had crept close to the path, their faces tilted toward her, careful to tuck them into her apron pocket. Night began to descend again, softly, as if returning from a long journey. The sky dimmed. The hearth glowed. She wrote again, "Sleep is not the ending of day, but the garden's gentle reply." She prepared for bed. As always, a sachet of lavender tucked into her pillow, a candle snuffed with a breath, a final glance to the moon, who tonight was plump and glowing. And once more, she climbed beneath her quilt, the cat curling into the crook of her knees. Outside, the herbs slept. The garden breathed, and so did you. Let your own breath match the hush of her breath. Let your limbs grow soft and still. Let the warmth of her fire become the warmth in your chest. You are safe. You are surrounded by care. You are remembered by the very plants that healed centuries before you. Sleep now. Let your dreams be threaded with rosemary and violet. Let your night be stitched with moonlight and thyme. Let lavender be the scent that carries you home. The herbalist's lavender hour is ended, but its calm stays with you, like scent on skin, like a dream you can still feel in your bones. Sleep deeply now. Sleep long. Sleep well.